We're honoring Our Lady, of course, this Mass being a Saturday, and it's October, the month dedicated to the Rosary. And when we focus on Mary, we know everything begins with Mary. Tim's going to talk about this perfectly again today, but I got to give a little thing on Mary anyway. And Mary is the one who glorifies God, as we talked about last night, says yes to God. And when you look at the first readings, you know, Paul's talking about how I thank God for you. And he's looking at what's good. And if you ever listen to any of my homilies online, and again, if you're bored for the last 20 years, you can go to my website, The Reason for Our Hope, or just put Father Larry in Google. And then every homily for over 20 years, times 52, is online. And so if you can't go to sleep at night and you really need to go to sleep, just put one of my homilies in there, and I'm sure you'll fall right to sleep. And the last 4 years or 5 years, all my homilies are about 7 minutes, right? So, but if you ever listen to it, you'll always hear the same thing. I'll say, "Good morning!" And they'll say, "Good morning!" And I'll say, "How are you?" And they'll say, "Blessed." And then the visitors that were just there, they, "Are we in a Protestant church here?" You know, because it's so un-Catholic. Once I was doing a parish mission in Panama City, Florida. And as I'm there, it was a 4-night, if I do a parish mission, it's 4 nights, 2 hours a night for 4 nights. And then I leave on that Friday morning, and I drive to Tampa to do a men's conference, and that was about 6 hours away. Now, I was fatter in those days, and so these collars, if you're fat, can choke you. So I had it off on the chair on the passenger side, and when you're driving in Florida, every 5 miles there is a toll. So I'm going through, and I pull my money out, and the one toll I get to, and I pay the toll to the woman, and she says, "How are you today, sir?" I go, "Blessed!" And she says, "Don't we serve a great and mighty God?" I said, "We serve a great and mighty God." And as I drove by, as I continued driving, I knew one thing about this woman. She was not a Catholic, right? Because you ask Catholics how they are. "Oh, the valley of tears that I'm in. Oh, the sufferings I gotta go through. Oh, if you could pray for my spouse and my children. Oh, it's always about me and how bad it is and life stinks." And you wonder why no one wants to be Catholic? Is that the way we are? Think about yourself. Is that the way you are? When someone asks you, "How are you?" "Oh." Or do you say blessed? The same place, I was a different time in Florida, and I get there, I drop off my rental car at 4:30 in the morning, and this African-American woman, a big jolly woman, she sits there, and she was about 28 years old, and I give her my keys to the rental car, and she says, "How are you today, sir?" I go, "I'm blessed." I said, "How are you?" "Blessed and highly favored." Right? And isn't that what Mary says? "My soul proclaims." See, this is the difference between us and Mary. Mary doesn't look at herself. She looks at God. Right? "My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord." My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. I'm blessed. My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God my Savior. For he who is mighty has done great things for me, and holy is his name. From this day all generations will call me blessed. Now, we're supposed to be like her. We're supposed to not focus on ourselves and what's going wrong in our lives and how suffering, Tim's going to talk about suffering and contradict everything I say here. But the reality is that we don't just focus there. And if we just focus on suffering for suffering's sake, like a priest that lives with me, he looked at me one day and he says, "Larry," "Yes, Father, do you like the priesthood?" I said, "I love the priesthood, Father." And he says, "How can you love the priesthood? It's suffering! It's suffering!" I go, "Father, if that was what it was, I'd have been gone a long time." Really? We rejoice. We rejoice. You can look at how bad things are, because they are they not? Or you can look how good things are. You choose. You choose. This morning, my scripture the Lord gave me was, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness could not overcome. I'm talking about your first night. You have a choice. You can be like Mary and proclaim the greatness of the Lord and tell everybody all that God in His mercy has done for you, and all generations will call me and you blessed, because that same God is within us in the Holy Spirit, as we heard today in the gospel. Or you can focus on yourself and your suffering and how bad it is. One will attract people to Jesus Christ, and one will push people away. We have power. So today, let's ask Our Lady to pray for us. Just like her, can look at God and say, He who is mighty has done great things for me. Holy is His name. And stay focused on God and say, from this day all generations will call me blessed. Let all of us watch how fast your life can start changing. And that doesn't mean when we say, oh, I'm blessed. There's a thing in America that says, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm stressed, but I'm blessed. That's the reality. Focus on your blessing. And when people ask you, I don't know how it is in Australia, they're going to think you're from Hillsong in Sydney. But the reality is, if you start saying every time anybody ever asks you, how are you? If you say blessed, you're going to start feeling blessed. Because what you think is what you feel. And if you think life stinks, you're going to feel stinky. But if you think you are blessed because He who is mighty has done great things for me, you're going to feel blessed. Mary, Mother of Jesus, help us all to know we are blessed. May each you know His love today and forever. Amen. 7 minutes and 18 seconds.